Previously, we thought that there are acute respiratory diseases, and rhinosinusitis was a complication of that. So that has begun a good ground for quite a wide range of use of antimicrobial drugs. Right now, everything has changed. The disease, the acute viral disease is not there anymore. So we understand that there are different types of acute bacterial rhinosinusitis, and those which could happen with different frequency. And it is very much important to understand that there is a nosological unit that has been identified, and based on statistics, it's only 5%, not less, of all the cases of rhinosinusitis. And that's why not more than 5% of patients are in need of antibacterial drugs. So that's just briefly to describe, to characterize the novelties that we are introducing. Well, new approaches with regard to treatment would require new quality, a new type of the drugs. So as for the acute respiratory diseases, infections, we have so-called acute viral rhinosinusitis, which is a disease which is linked to viral infection, and that's why that condition is in need of impact of medical treatment, which would have antiviral effect. So the majority of antiviral drugs were unable to prove its efficacy. So probably this is how we were able to reveal Sinopret. It was quite timely. It was high time for us to reveal it. So we know well Sinopret as a drug. But Sinopret extract is a drug which obtained a novel quality, which is bringing us back to the concentration of active ingredient. And now it is 4 times stronger. So 4 times stronger. So this new concentration of this drug do have quite obvious, with strong manifestation, antiviral effect, which can be compared with the efficiency of standard treatments using antiviral drugs like antibiotic. So that's why we may recommend the use of that drug should there be a diagnosis of acute rhinosinusitis. We were able to perform numerous clinical trials to prove the efficacy of that drug at the beginning of the onset of the diseases of respiratory tract, which then are finalized by sinusitis. Antibacterial resistance, that's a global problem of the world, and based on the WHO report, so in more than 50% of cases, we prescribe antibiotics when it's not needed. So, and based on statistics, in Ukraine, we still do prescribe the antibiotics for anti-respiratory diseases, in more than 60% even. So, as for the Sinopret extract, and the place of Sinopret extract is quite significant. The matter is that there are many doctors, medical doctors, they apply antibiotics because they do not see any decent alternative to treat such a disease. But today, we do have this alternative. So Sinopret extract may be foreseen as a strong alternative to ungrounded use of antibacterial therapy, because it cannot replace antibiotics in a real case of a need of antibiotics. So should there be a bacterial rhinosinusitis? Well, okay, we may apply antibacterial therapy, but Sinopret extract could replace and could play quite a role of saving unit for those patients who might have complications and would stop rhinosinusitis. Sinopret extract as a trade brand name cannot be voiced or named by the national regulations, but in Ukraine, the regulation on treating rhinosinusitis covers the combination of 5 plants which has been received with the help of feet and earring. Those are actually the parts of Sinopret. So since Sinopret, being a brand, being a drug, it is part of the regulation for the treatment of rhinosinusitis, and I truly think that Sinopret extract will take its place within this treatment. Well, as for the future of Sinopret extract, I envision that there should be additional trials, maybe to expand its use for children, because for today it is only applicable starting from the age of 12. So I hope that it will show its efficacy and it will be safe to treat children with rhinosinusitis. So this is how we will expand its targeted patients group.
Я думаю, что пройдет еще какое-то время, и этот препарат докажет свою эффективность и, главное, безопасность при лечении респираторных заболеваний у детей. Ну и, естественно, тогда будут расширены его целевые группы для назначения.